What's up YouTube? For tonight's video, we have a Mega Steelix Sweep. This one is for Patreon. If you want your Pokemon sweep done, you can check it out in the description of the video under the Patreon link. Josh, this one is for you. Now, Mega Steelix is not really a sweeping Pokemon. It's more of like a bulky defensive Pokemon, like Stealth Rock Setter. That's its usual job of just tanking big physical hits. So its speed is not great, its bulk's very nice on defense, and its attack's not too bad either. So I had to work with that to try and make this one work. Now, I actually have done a sweep with this Pokemon in the past, but this one is a little bit different. I added a couple more players to make things a little bit interesting too. So, also, I actually have done an Onix Sweep and a Steelix Sweep already. I'll leave those ones in the description of the video if you may want to go back and watch them. They're actually pretty fun videos to watch too. So I've done basically the whole trio, which is cool. So here I've got my Uxie. Basically, Uxie is just going to be setting up the Trick Room and the Sand at the same time. I'll give a full rundown of all my sets at the end of this video. Also, there's a really good battle at the end I had with this exact team, so make sure you stick around all the way to then. It's really, really good. I can guarantee you that. The person I versed must be pretty salty. Anyway, people, enjoy this one. I'll see you after the video. Alright, let's get into the Mega Steelix build and the rest of the team build. So, the Mega Steelix I ran was a bulky physical sweeper. Now, I did try to do the special one, but it just relied on way too much support from baton passing and stuff, and I felt that I'd rather do it by itself, considering it really wasn't cut out to be sweeping through teams. So we've got on this one, we've got Gyro Ball, obviously, we've got Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Ice Fang. Now we've got Brave Nature. We wanted it to be running as slow as possible, so obviously you'd be going for 0 IVs and Brave Nature, which drops the speed. I'm just going to give a lowdown of the other Pokemon in the team too. So I've got Steelix side, obviously the ability Sand Force, so the sand from the other Pokemon obviously helped it with its Rock, Ground, and Steel boost 1.3 times. And obviously, it's got nice defense, and it's got nice attack and decent health. So that worked out very nicely for me. So obviously, it's a very slow Pokemon, so I needed a Trick Room setter. So I had Uxie to set up the Sandstorm. We had the Smooth Rocks, so that would make it last for 8 turns. I also had Trick Room, and I had Memento, so I could just use it in that order. And it's fairly bulky. That was a max health and max defense Uxie. That worked nicely. Also, I had a couple of other options. So I had my Gigalith just with the Sandstream. Obviously, also gave it Gravity, so my Stone Edge would like always hit, which would be nice. Stealth Rock and Toxic if I really need. That was sort of optional things. Also had a couple of other Pokemon. Some of these I showed in the video, some I didn't. These were just Pokemon I tried out. That Ditto actually, I had a Ditto on my team. It actually wasn't meant to even be in there. So I had a Gracelia, but they're both Moon Pokemon, forgive me, with Trick Room, Lunar Dance. I looked at Lunar Dance and said Lunala. Lunar Dance and Gravity, this Miss Magius, Miss Drevis, oh my goodness. Trick Room, Memento, Pain Split, and Heal Bell. Obviously, they just helped out setting the Trick Room up. And the whole thing was, with Trick Room, right, if you're doing a 6v6 battle, it just doesn't last for long enough. So I really needed like 3 of them. 2 was like bare minimum, but 3 was sort of like I felt comfortable then. The sand, it wasn't like I really didn't have to have it, but it actually helped out in some of the KOs there, just making Steelix a little bit more powerful. Even with Brave Nature, obviously it did actually fail to KO a lot of things, but it worked out fairly nicely. This would run wonderfully in any Trick Room team if you want to make like a more offensive Mega Steelix. It is fairly offensive, say if you're on a bulky, but if you want to make it even more offensive, you could do that too. But yeah, that's basically going over what my team was. That Flygon at the end, it lived at Ice Fang. I couldn't believe it. I was laughing my ass off. Anyway, people, enjoy this battle.